Abalone, cultivated off the northeast coast, has an annual output of over 100 million Taiwan dollars. Despite the large financial gain of the harvest, the industry continues to face a shortage of manpower. Young divers refuse to take up the difficult, unstable work, and workers who remain are rapidly aging. Despite offering higher wages, farmers still have trouble finding qualified staff.
These divers enter abalone pools that are 1.6 meters deep and overturn thousands of stones to select ripe Taiwan abalone. Although the water is not very deep, going into these pools in the winter requires strong fortitude, especially when cold streams send temperatures plummeting. 67-year-old Uncle Ah Song is the oldest diver in Gongliao. Just because he's old doesn't mean he isn't skilled. He's accumulated lots of experience as a diver and knows how to avoid crushing abalone when overturning stones. He also knows the preferred size of abalone.
The layering of stones on top of each other influences the growth of Taiwan abalone. You need to be skillful when turning over these stones. Otherwise, you could damage or kill this high-value Taiwan abalone.
Wearing a 13-kilogram weight belt along with a wetsuit, Uncle Ah Song shows the lines on his face from his mask. He arrives at work at 8 a.m. every day and works until noon before enjoying a lunchbox near the sea. He eats heartily. Uncle Ah Song works every day for 6 hours. To support a family of 8, aside from making his living off the sea, he also takes odd jobs. For 40 years, he has been diving into the sea collecting baskets of fresh abalone. Diving can be dangerous. Uncle Ah Song needs to rely on this air compressor on shore to supply oxygen. Unfortunately, there is no one who accompanies him while he works in the water, which leads to a major safety risk.
One diver had a gastric hemorrhage. Everyone asked him to dive, so he went after lunch. His stomach soon became upset and he lay on his side. If we didn't notice him right away, it could have been dangerous. When we pulled him out, he was in a state of paralysis.
The northeast coast has 77 farms which rely on divers to harvest abalone and Taiwan abalone. Each diver earns 3,000 NT for a session of work, but they must stay underwater for a long time. Also, this income is not guaranteed, leaving many young people wary. During harvest time, it's difficult to find staff. The dependence on elderly divers is posing a major challenge to the future of the industry.
We have a big shortage of workers. To be honest with you, this work is very difficult. Sometimes when the waves are big, you can't dive. There is typically no work for 3 months in the summer, leaving roughly 150 working days a year. This leads some young people to believe that it's impossible to raise a family in this industry.
In 2000, Gongliao's abalone and Taiwan abalone farms were affected by a virus outbreak. Over the past 15 years, the industry has recovered, though it hasn't managed to cultivate a new generation of divers.